Hello, hope you're good. This is the Ginger ice cream maker. It's 10 in 1. Actually, hang on. Yep, 10 in 1 ice cream and frozen drink maker. It pretty much does anything you can think of frozen. And today we're going to be putting this thing to the test in what I feel is actually like quite an impartial review. Every time I was like Googling this, it seems like a lot of it was sponsored. I really want this to be amazing. Loads of you guys have wanted me to get hold of this before. I love making ice cream. And in fact, Tom Scott came here and we did this whole like day of like crazy ice cream batch making. That video used 2 of these ice cream makers. And it's basically a classic one, this one, where you have this massive bucket that's full of fluid that gets frozen and then the paddle goes in here and churns it round. But I've always liked this, it's never really let me down. I guess the most frustrating thing about it is that it's a massive bulky ice cream bucket to freeze. It needs a minimum of 12 hours. I mean, obviously there are hacks where you can use like Ziploc bags and shake it up, stuff like that to make ice cream. But have a rest today, mate. Because this is the deluxe version. There was a standard one, which I think is slightly thinner, and the pots. I'm gonna show you these on the screen right now. These are 3 pots that come with it. Now those are slightly larger on the deluxe version because the deluxe is for like a family and it's a 10 in 1. So the deluxe one, although I think that's quite narrow actually, 30 centimeters wide, their smaller one was 16 centimeters. So the tubs for the deluxe ones are 700 milliliters, but you get 3 of those tubs, so it gives you 2.1. Or the standard one was 470 milliliters, which is actually ironically the same size as like a standard branded ice cream tub right now. 3 of those would give you 1.4 liters. So this is kind of like the granddaddy super boss version. Apparently it adds slushy, Italian ice, frozen drink, creamicino, whatever that is, and frozen yogurt, which we are gonna do. Now it wouldn't be a Ginger appliance without coming up with some crazy word, and their word for this one is creamify. This is basically the paddle that is gonna churn the ice cream together, and it kind of looks like a glorified food processor. So is that potentially what this is? I don't know why I like this so much, but basically that sort of lifts up as you lock it in. I think that's locked into place. But I don't know, there's something like really like nice about that. That's like got a really nice sort of feel to it, and you can just pull it out. So it really does feel like good quality, to be fair. All we do is see this like latch thing here. As I push this, we should be able to push that in. And apparently when it's in that position, in the middle position, that means that that is ready to go. Look, that's it. On the other ice cream maker, this was the paddle here, obviously a lot bigger. You've got these edges either side that would scrape along the side of the bucket. And then it would be this part in here that as it moved around would churn and lift and agitate it so it evenly set. And right now, I don't know how that's gonna work, but that's half the fun, right? So let's get that back on there. It really does feel, I have to be honest, this is the second Ginger appliance I've used. And if you're wondering why I'm calling it Ginger, I'm highlighting the fact that this is impartial, okay? I don't want to be like, oh, this is the Ninja ice cream maker, it's the best thing in the world. When I was Googling for like the Ninja stuff, everything seemed to be like, hang on, that is like, there was blogs, there was videos, there was short form TikToks, so everything was like, they've been sent that. They've been paid to say that. Let's be fair to them, because on their website, they actually show 5-star and 1-star reviews for like everything. And in fact, actually, you can see the 1 and 5-star compared next to each other on their website. That's a screenshot there. In fact, the first 1-star one that comes up is by Guig. Very noisy, you have to freeze the pot for 24 hours. It's an expensive glorified mixer. That was my concern. Which actually, I have to be honest right now, I am worried, is it a glorified mixer? But then again, is that not what an ice cream maker is anyway? You're just churning. Opposite that was a 5-star review by Ninja Queen 13, and from that username alone, I thought long and hard before purchasing this machine.
I already have a rather expensive compressor machine I absolutely love that uses gravity. My PJ spent weeks watching TikToks and slightly, okay, very much badged me into watching them, and I have to say that I was rather surprised by how impressed I was with it. Fast forward to now, and we've had it for around a year, and I've made all sorts of fabulous creations. I'm still amazed that you can throw in a pack of any delight and make a glorious dessert with such ease.
FYI, butterscotch is divine. And this is where the strength lies. And it almost stopped me from purchasing the machine.
On the contrary, instead of starting from scratch each time we wanted to make a dessert, we now make up multiple pots at the same time and keep them handy in the freezer for whenever we feel like a quick treat throughout the week. Take it out the freezer, let it sit for a few minutes on the counter, then pop it in the machine, and within minutes it's done, then simply wash out the pot. Refill with another mixture of your choice and freeze again for the next time.
Job's a good one. Oh my gosh, now I'm not gonna be a little bit like critical here, but I have a slight feeling Ninja Queen 13 might work for Ginger. I'm not sure, but that is an insanely positive review. Very, very good. Okay, here's another one from Janet. I won't read out the whole review, but it does say something we're gonna do here. This is why I'm worried. Follow the recipe book for the banana sorbet and the banana and strawberry smoothie bowl. We're basically doing the banana sorbet, right? I had to use the respin on both of these because the fruits were still frozen solid all the way around the sides of the bowl. A second spin made no difference. It's as if the paddle blades aren't big enough to spin the entire contents. So some fairly balanced reviews there, but I have to say the majority are like very, very positive about this machine. So I showed you the pots on the screen earlier. Now all the tubs in the Creami say to put them in the freezer once you've made your base mix for 24 hours at least. My existing ice cream maker with a bucket, around about 12 to 13 hours gets that nice and set and you should be able to churn straight away. Now I read some forums, there's some people that said like 4 hours, 8 hours, even 12 hours is enough. But you know how you sometimes like you'll put someone in the freezer and it will definitely set the outsides, but the middle might still not be fully set enough? I think that's why they definitely specify the 24 hours. Yeah, and it even says here 24 hours will maximize the creamified potential. So we started off by making that banana smoothie. 36 hours ago, I did this. Right, if you've ever wondered what I think that's actually about 8 bananas sliced up looks like, that's it. And Boston's just been fed quite well. We likes the offcuts. But all of this just goes in the tub. So all I've done is drop them in, and what we need to do is compress them down so they actually kind of become some sort of like, in its own words, a homogeneous mixture. So let's just squish. Oh my gosh, that was really, really fun. Just putting a bit of pressure on it like so. That is all of my bananas in there. I do feel like I'm doing half of the work for it though already. The lid goes on. So this is going in the freezer. Now back to me many hours later. And they're still in the freezer now, so it's had a blooming good set. But I'm going to turn this on, locked it into place, and obviously the bananas aren't in there yet, but we can see now it has got top, full, or bottom. That's really not relevant for this first one as far as I know. For this banana sorbet, which look at that, that looks absolutely amazing. If it turns out like that, which is a Ginger Test Kitchen favourite by the way, that's going to be brilliant. But based on that review that we heard, yeah, we'll find out. Well, here we go. This is 36 hours later, what our frozen bananas look like. Wow. So is there any sort of weird feet? Oh, there's bumps on that. And you can see in there as well. So hopefully, maybe see if I can try and miss it and then turn it. Oh, yes. See? That is nice and snug. And here's that nice, satisfying... Oh, those tubs in there that are in the freezer, you can order as many as you want online. So I can kind of see already the benefit of rather than one ice cream bucket, if you've got different dietary requirements and all the things you can make in this, that's pretty cool. If we go top, it'll just whiz the top part. If I do bottom, it'll just do the bottom part. However, if we want to do all of it, which I guess we want to, this is the thing, it's not telling me which one to do. But I'm going to go full. Oh, 2 minutes. We do want to find the sorbet. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5...
6, 7, 8, 9.
It's called a 10 in 1, but it's only got 9 options. So if I change it to sorbet, you can see it's changed to 4 minutes. And I think if I literally push that button in, we're going to be on the path to banana sorbet town, or the nightmare as shared in that review. I really hope this works. Have I done something wrong? Oh, it's down. It's very loud. I mean, the top part does look good. I can just see a whole wall of bananas. Like that. Oh dear. Well, we can respin. That's really warm. I actually thought this would be one of the easiest. Let's have a look. Oh my word, look at that. But look at this in here. That is still very nice and cold. I mean, I don't know how far down that's gone. We've got to give it the benefit of the doubt here. I mean, that does look more like ice cream than sorbet. I think calling it banana sorbet is definitely the wrong wording. That is banana ice cream. Oh my word. Really smooth and tasty. Look how absolutely pulverized and creamy that is. I wouldn't think that was a banana whatsoever. It's like insanely smooth. I actually really like it because we can now see in the tub here, there is just like almost like a wallpaper of frozen banana where if the blades went that close to the beaker, it would like potentially scratch it. I don't know, look at this. I love that. That actually looks more sorbet than this. Like that's turned that banana sorbet into like banana ice cream. That's what I was thinking it was more gonna be like. Oh, okay. I'm impressed by that. I'm understanding of like the size of it. A little bit scared that it was wobbling at one point, but how frozen rock solid that was. It powered through and that is really smooth. It's all very easy to wash up. So I've got to be honest, I'm kind of against that negative review right now based on that banana recipe. All right, so I'm gonna get this dried up and move on, but just before I do, there's a survey I'm doing at the moment. If you've not filled out already, it takes about a minute to do. There's a link in the description, pinned comment, and there should be a card on the screen. If you've got like a minute where you could fill that out, it would be much appreciated. Cheers. If, like me, you are impatient when it comes to ice cream making, I've had to bite my lip so much in the last 36 hours, you might be like, well, I want to make something now. And on the Creami, one of the functionality is milkshake. And obviously a milkshake doesn't need to be that set. But the really cool thing, and I am going to probably say cool a few more times because that's one of the only puns that I can think of for ice cream right now. 200 mils of whole milk. Full fat milk. Although one of the functions, one of the 10-in-1 is light ice cream. Is that just not ice cream with different ingredients? I think it is, but hey, if that's a functionality, then this video is 4,000-in-1. But anyhow, combining full fat milk with whatever ice cream you desire, we can make a very quick milkshake, and this does not need 36 hours. Is there anything better than removing the lid off? I mean, let's not answer that question. It's up there with one of the best things in the world, isn't it? I think the sound of popping popcorn is one of my favorites as well. But in the world of food, removing the lid from a fresh tub of ice cream. Now, this isn't the way I normally open my ice cream, but this is just for demonstration purposes. 460 mils of pure heaven, and you can see, oh wow, why this deluxe version is probably better in some regards, because that would have filled the entire tub on the standard one. 200 mils of the full fat milk. So basically it's just whizzing up the ice cream really, isn't it? I blooming love this ice cream. I really don't want it to be ruined. Oh, I love that click. I would not buy this just for that click, but maybe 60% of it. All right, in we go. I feel like I've kind of like nailed this now. I'm feeling very confident. Oh my gosh, I snapped it. A great thing to say. I'm feeling really confident with this. Let's spin the dial to milkshake. 2 minutes. Oh look, there's the respin button. I've not really even looked at and considered that yet, although I thought I might for that banana, but very happy. Here we go. Oh no, I just turned it off. Push it in. That was pretty cool. Blade was like so close to the edge. No wonder those bananas were like razor thin going, I don't know if I like it, it's just fun, you know? That's one thing I don't like, the noise, as I talk a bit quieter now, it sounds like a washing machine. It's like really loud, like unnecessary. I feel like it's kind of like bragging. I'm like, yeah, I can do 10-in-1. As that soil plant pot looking wedge of ice cream, official term, down through it. And obviously if you add less milk, it's gonna be even thicker. Oh, look at that. Oh, wow. I mean, that's the only disappointing thing with this is maybe there could be a slight spout on it, but that's really not that important. Okay, that's why I would have liked to spout. Okay, that is. Some of the milk has separated from it already. Oh, it's not about the flavor because obviously that's straight from the ice cream, but that is so simple. I'm really impressed by that. Spinning it on your floor, optional.
Oh, wow. Oh, milkshake, that is so good.
Isn't it?
Do you need this?
Nah. All right, so let's make some strawberry ice cream now. Let's rewind to like 30 odd hours ago. In this punnet of, oh my gosh. Boston will love that. In this punnet of strawberries that has got one less than it did a minute ago, it was 250 grams and we need about 330, which is an extremely accurate number. So that's one, probably weighs about 5 grams. That is, I'm not gonna be bang on, I might be a gram out, but that is 335 grams after hulling them, about a punnet and a half. So it's telling me to put the strawberries in a bowl with some lemon juice, golden syrup, sugar, stirring it with a fork, which is then telling me to mush it. Oh wow, this is actually really fun. Look at this. We're making a sort of strawberry froth. It's going all foamy. Proper vibrant now, but let's add in some full double cream, and that really is gonna be the mothership that should sort of bond this all together. Oh, look at that color coming through now. Oh wow, before our eyes, did that actually sort of become ice cream in some way? Yes, yes, my friend. And I love that we've still got the chunks of strawberry in there. I really like ice creams with texture. There's actually a story about Ben & Jerry. One of them has very restricted taste buds, so it's all about texture. That's why their ice creams ended up being so sort of chunky in that, because one of them was obsessed with texture. I learned that when I actually went to Vermont at their ice cream factory years ago and nearly got electrocuted trying to stroke a Ben & Jerry's cow. That's a legitimate story. Oh, it's looking thick. The texture before the strawberries fell then, some of that just splashed on my face. I'm not going to do any more than that. Looks right up to the line. Oh, yes. And this is what it looks like. Wow, that is proper set. It is, yeah, I mean, I would eat that, to be honest. But what I actually want to try this time is, we talked about like the bottom, the top, or the full, and we've been doing full all the way through first. So the top will just go down halfway through and churn this bit to leave the rest of it, I guess, like this. So I kind of guess what that's going to do, but I want to try, and this could ruin it. I want to try the bottom. So does that mean the blade will push through here and then creamify? Oh my gosh, I'm using their own lingo now. Creamify the bottom of our ice cream base. Well, there's only one way to find out. I don't know if you've heard me when it's been going. I've been trying to say it's really loud, so that's what I've been trying to say if it didn't pick that up. Because it is insanely loud. So, we're going to go bottom. There's the diagram. I'm so tempted to press that power button again, but no, push it in. How can it go through it without disturbing the top half? It's not going to work. It's made it to the bottom, but that was definitely doing some sort of spinning. I really don't know what to expect here. Ooh, that looks good, but it all looks, I mean, that had to go through somewhere. I mean, that top half is, I think that's a little bit gimmicky to me. But I guess down below, I mean, that's still a lump. It's definitely more whizzed together at the bottom there, and at the top it's kind of like, I don't know, just where it's just been whizzed briefly. But we're going to do the mixing thing now, okay? So we're going to make an indent, a hole. There we go, a wooden spoon. So here I've got some white marshmallows, but apparently by pushing it down there to the center like that, it's going to help randomize it. Your ice cream's on that setting, and then we literally just press this mix-in button. Whoa. And that is passing through and randomizing up those marshmallows and white chocolate chips. I'm starting to really like it, and that's a worry. But I know there are other brands available, don't worry. Well, you saw it before. Oh, wow. Interesting how the difference on that, obviously we did the bottom setting and the top was left with like this weird peak. That smoothed the top really nicely, and I can see specks of chocolate chip and marshmallow in there. I mean, it's definitely mixed it in because it's quite hard to find them. Oh my word. Oh, creamy has been the word today, and it really does taste creamy. I mean, we put a fair amount of cream in there, but you can't taste it. It's all blended round. It's got a really good hold on it. Like, that is set. Oh, I'm getting the marshmallow. I'm getting the chocolate chips. Wow. All right, last one, but then we might finish with some sort of dream combo, a little bit of fun that I actually found on the Ginger website. In the product spec, it talked about how you could make a smoothie bowl. I couldn't find a recipe for that, but I did see a frozen yogurt. So this was me making it the other day. Hello, it's late at night. Let's get this frozen yogurt going, shall we? Whole milk, vanilla extract, sugar, double cream, and last but not least, this is yogurt, but again, it insisted on a full fat one. I actually wish that I had some vanilla pods with me, like actually get some decent seeds in there to give it some speckled look. We can always add that later, maybe I will. And now I'm gonna miss the tub, aren't I, after all that? Here we go. I wonder how accurate their measurements are. Is it gonna go right close to it? Oh no, there's still a little bit of potential for more there, but we'll leave it. Lid on. And let's see what this looks like after a blooming good set in the freezer. That is literally it. We know the drill now. Let's just do this fairly quickly in real time. In it goes. Satisfying click. Ooh. I think the only thing I'm learning so far is that if in doubt, and obviously if you've got one of these, you can tell me why the bottom is more useful. I'm gonna go full, right down. Frozen yogurt, 5 minutes. The only other thing is I do feel that you need to hold it. Wow. Oh my word. Oh, that is very fun looking. And it's created a space for my toppings. I wish the others did that. Let me just try a bit. Oh, look, it's still firm though. Look at that. That's what's so impressive by all of this. It feels like the recipes have been really tested. I will definitely agree with that too. Another thing I was going to say was the strawberry ice cream compared to the banana. Although there was so much more in the strawberry one, like the sugars, even the lemon juice, like the banana, although it was just banana whizzed up, tasted like there was the same amount of effort in there. Oh my word. That doesn't taste like frozen yogurt. That tastes like a Mr. Whippy in the UK, like a soft serve ice cream. I've got some add-ins for this though. These are some Oreos that I actually have generally just found from a biscuit tin. So, chocolate chips, Oreo pieces, and to return to the vanilla-ness, that's a lovely word, isn't it? Vanilla-ness. This is a vanilla pod, and I'm gonna scrape the seeds out, okay, for some really intense vanilla punch. Chocolate chips going in, wow. Oh, that's so fun. That is so fun. Oreo cookie crumb soil going on. Very excited for this. I can hear it rattling around. I really hope it's done that lovely swirly thing again. All right, let's see if we've got it. Has it done it? Oh, it hasn't, but it hasn't needed to. That is the most cookies and cream looking thing I've seen since cookies and cream ice cream, maybe. Look at that. That's brilliant. That is brilliant. It's holding its shape, look. That's not drooping off at all. And that's probably been at room temperature for nearly 15 minutes. Oh. I think most of the other functionality on this machine is fairly similar, and I think it's absolutely honest to say that this is a decent machine. The flexibility, the ability to use the pots as much as you want, get more if you want, the less space in your freezer. Remember, these were the larger pots compared to the massive bucket. Some of those fails that people have experienced, I haven't had that. Like the banana one, we talked about that. You've got to expect that a little bit. And I'm not going crazy, I did see this on their website. Just for a little bit of fun to finish off, it suggested combining your two favourite ice creams into one to make your mega ice cream combo. Let's do that right now. Now this is purely based on 36 hours ago when I went to the supermarket, and it would probably change every single day. I really like fish food. In fact, you can make Rocky Road in these things just with the mix-ins. There's loads of recipes. And I also love the simplicity of the strawberry cheesecake with like the little cheesecake pieces. We're gonna merge these two together. And for me, this is kind of like living the dream. Or should that be living the cream? Nope. Also, these two are definitely going back in my freezer like that to confuse my kids. Blend that together. Oh, wow. Have you noticed how some of these brands now, they do like ice cream, but then they call it like a sundae? I'm talking to you, Ken, where like the bottom half is the legitimate good stuff and the rest is just a load of vanilla. Naughty. Give us the good stuff. In you go, mate. Oh, it's gonna be my new ringtone. Hello. You're about to witness modern art. Oh, this is like Jurassic Park. They really did it. They made a flavour so wild, it's like unleashing a T-Rex of ice cream. Folks, I present to you Ken and Jenny's fish food with all of those medleys that go with that, combined with Bargain-Dar's strawberry cheesecake flavour. Damn, that looks good. It looks like chocolate ice cream, doesn't it? But I'm hoping for those cheesecake and strawberry notes. I can certainly smell them. This is probably the softest out of all of the ice creams, to be fair. What was it that was so preoccupied about whether they should or not worried about if they could? Damn! Ooh, that's got a bit of a weird aftertaste, actually. It is so smooth. I think this machine's done its job. It's done the creamify because it is absolutely like velvet. There's the strawberry notes at first. You get the cheesecake, the caramel is swirled through, the marshmallows swirled through, and it's absolutely delicious. However, just there's a little afternote of like a sort of gone off strawberry. I can't explain it. Or just something that shouldn't really be there. The strawberry punch at first is great, but I mean, yeah. Oh. So, my conclusion is I really, really like it. So, like I say, this was not sponsored. I would like to try out other brands, of course. Compare it to the clumpiness of this. Don't get me wrong, you could make way more ice cream in that, but having all these tubs, different dietary requirements, like for example, Chloe, she's on a vegan diet, she could have her own tub. I'll have this one. It's all good. I've actually personally got a few things that I would do to enhance it. Holding it down felt like that needed to happen just to give it some stability, but I don't think anything bad would have happened despite 1 or 2 reviews saying that did. I kind of counted that negative review, so I guess we can look at this as a positive. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget there's a playlist with loads of gadget reviews like this over the years. Been doing it for so many years now. Check out the survey if you can. It takes about 1 minute. Cheers for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.
You get a really nice strawberry taste to start with, and then like a weird bitter aftertaste.
Yeah.